There we go. I'm here at Mtn View Ford with the big boys of the internet team in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Rodney and Shaun. Rodney, talk to us about this 2009 Shelby GT 500.
Well, Ford continued the SVT tradition with this vehicle, bringing it back out for us, and we sure do appreciate it. Me personally, I actually love this car.
Now, you've owned an SVT product before.
I have, and you know, it's nothing but top of the line stuff.
Yeah.
As far as performance, this car pretty much takes the cake. You know, actually produces 500 horsepower, 480 foot-pounds of torque with a 5.4 dual overhead cam engine. You might ask, how do Ford engineers get that kind of power out of an engine this size? Well, basically, that answer lies right here in this fruit-style blower. Basically, the engine power turns this propeller here, which forces air into the engine, and basically makes more horsepower, 9 pounds of boost to be exact.
So that's what a supercharger does. It throws more air into the engine. Forced
induction, basically. You know, and it's impressive. I mean, when you hammer down on this instant power, instant torque.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive. Part of the fruit-style blower. There's several different types of blowers you can get, but as far as performance goes, this seat-of-your-pants acceleration, this is the way to go.
Okay.
Of course, we can't leave the front of the car without talking about the styling up front. You've got a unique front fascia here that actually is functional, forces air away from underneath the car. And higher speed just keeps you a little more stable, you know, across the road.
Right.
You know, you got HID headlights up front.
What does that mean, HID?
High intensity discharge.
All right.
Basically, they look cool and it helps you see better. You know, 90% of drivability is visibility. If you can't see where you're going, you can't drive. So it's definitely a big safety feature.
Right.
Now we're going to switch over to Shaun, let him tell you a little bit about some more safety stuff.
All right, Shaun, talk to me.
Of course, we can't leave the front of the car without talking about safety.
Yeah.
Now, Ford, they like to talk about their safety cell construction. The safety cell being the cabin of the car, the passenger compartment.
Right.
Now, the safety cell construction starts up here at the front.
Okay.
We want to keep their customers safe, and where it all starts is when we start looking at the side of the car right here. You're going to notice some engineered bends in the car. Look very closely right here as the camera comes along. Doesn't look like much, but when it just boils right down to it on this, these bends are designed to make this car collapse from the front, up here at the front of the car, back to the firewall in the event of a front impact.
Kind of like an accordion.
Yes, when that car collapses like an accordion, this motor is going to break away, come out to the ground, and not go back in the passenger's lap.
Okay.
Just where the safety cell construction starts. Just keeps them safe, absorbs the impact. Now, talking about the safety just a little bit more, Rodney talked about the HID headlamps, the high-intensity discharge. That's a big safety feature itself, just being able to see. Of course, we've got our support bar across the top of the motor right here. A little bit more stability on the car, you know, diving into the curves, that kind of thing.
Right.
On our hood right here, not so much safety features, but as far as the hood, we've got an aluminum hood, very, very lightweight hood. We've got functional vents to help get the heat away from the motor.
Right.
Now, coming around to the side of the car right here, looking at the brakes right here on the front, look how big those rotors are. We're talking 14 inches in diameter on those
14-inch rotors.
14 inch, that's huge.
Wow.
Now on the side right here, we've got our Brembo brakes. Those calipers, that's a 4-piston caliper. It's going to give you the stopping power when you need it. You've got a lot of horsepower in this car. You're going at the speed, these brakes are going to be able to stop it. Now they're paired on the back right here. You've got more Brembo calipers, Brembo brakes. Our rotors on the back are just a little bit smaller. They're still 12.7 inches.
Yep.
You've got a 2-piston caliper right there. All good safety features. Now on the side of the car right here, you'll notice that we've got the tungsten stripe on the black. That's the color everybody wants.
That is a gorgeous color combination.
We've got our GT 500 tape stripe right here, along with the Cobra logo, which is the Cobra badging, which is unique to this car.
Yeah.
Now entry into this vehicle is made simple with Ford's keyless entry system. You need to get into the vehicle and it's locked. It's a simple hitting unlock right there. Just pull the door handle, easy entry to the door.
Right.
Looks like an ordinary door, but in reality it's not. This door right here is actually another big part of the safety cell construction. From here to here on the door, on the inside, we've got the side intrusion beams. Okay, in the event of a side impact, this door is not going to collapse in on the driver. Going back to the safety cell, just like the front. It's designed to absorb the impact, keep the driver safe.
You mentioned to me a minute ago 5-star side impact.
We've got a 5-star side impact rating on this. We've got a 5-star frontal impact. We've got a 5-star rollover rating. We've got a reinforced top right here. In the event of that rollover, it's going to keep the driver safe.
Fantastic.
Now, also apparently in our safety, we've got our front airbags, you know, on both sides.
Right.
We've got our side airbags, as you can see right there on the seat.
Yep.
And of course, talking about that seat, I'm going to let Rodney take back over right here on the interior of the car. The interior of this car, we've got our black leather seats, and we've got our Cobra badging. I'm going to let Rodney go ahead and get in.
All right, Rodney, talk to me about the inside.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the seats, you got the black leather. This one's very comfortable seat. High quality leather, pretty soft stuff.
Yeah.
Probably the most comfortable Mustang seats I've ever sat in, and I've owned a bunch of them and rode in a lot more.
Yeah.
You know, this vehicle has the ambient lighting. You got 7 different colors to choose from. Let me turn it on here for you.
All right.
Kind of cycle through those. Pretty neat. You got red, blue, green, pink.
Just,
you know, whatever
just
color
for fun. Yeah.
whatever mood you're in, you know, just put it on that color.
Yeah.
You got cruise control, and of course behind that 500 horsepower hand-built engine, you got this Tremec 6-speed transmission.
Tremec, okay.
Yeah, basically this thing's going to handle anything that engine throws at it. It's not, you know, Ford's fairly familiar with this transmission. They use it in the Cobra R and a couple other Cobra Mustangs, so it's definitely got the quality and the capability to hold all that power.
All right.
And you know, it's basically connected to a live axle rear end with a 331 limited slip ratio.
331, you said, gives decent fuel economy, but also bears the torque.
Right. It's going to give you a little better traction off the line because it's not going to spin quite as bad.
Yeah.
Ford kind of went away from the traditional independent rear suspension they had in the previous model Cobras for this live axle setup, which is basically lighter, provides better traction, and probably more desired by most of the public. And it seems to be that way anyway. You got a lot of people taking the independent suspensions out and putting the live axles in.
Very cool.
But you got the unique Shelby badging back here, the
Yep.
heat spoiler, the rear fascia just looks awesome. Actually, just blows away all the other Mustang bumpers. Looks pretty good. The styling, aggressive stance. You got 18-inch wheels all the way around with Goodyear tires.
A lot of rubber on the road.
Oh, definitely. And you need it.
Yeah.
You need it because you put your foot in the gas in this thing, it comes alive. It's
Yeah.
good torque. Shaun's gonna pop it.
Shaun, wrap it up with the trunk.
Well, I can't just wrap it up with the trunk just yet, but I will talk about the trunk.
Right.
We can't talk about the rear of the vehicle without looking at this trunk space that's in here.
Right.
See our trunk space. Now over here to the right here, we've got our Shaker 1000 system right there. It doesn't take up as much space as it does in the past. You still got a little bit of trunk room. Of course, we've got our floor mats here.
Yeah.
Shelby badging on them.
Yep.
We've got our interior trunk release lever right here. It does glow in the dark. It's a reality nowadays. Someone could put you in the trunk of this car.
Yep.
You need to get out. There's your release right there.
Cool.
Now, the reason I say we can't just finish with the trunk, because there's some things on this car that you can't see.
Right.
It comes with a 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty from Ford.
Right.
Also got our 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty. If I'm not mistaken, on the Shelby Gt 500, that's probably a first on the SBT product.
Yeah, I noticed that on the window sticker. Yeah.
The transmission covered, the engine's covered, all the internally lubricated parts. Also, along with that, we've got our 5-year, 60,000-mile roadside assistance. You get out here and run out of gas in this car, they're going to get you enough gas to get you to a gas station. You need a tow, whether it be for a collision, a warranty, or a non-warranty repair. They're going to tow you. Lock your key in your car, they're going to send a locksmith out free of charge. So that's all the good things that you can't see on the vehicle.
Right.
Now, of course, I know everybody wants to hear this thing run, so we're going to let Rodney crank this car up right here, let everybody hear what it sounds like before we tell you goodbye.
All right. Crank it, Rodney.
Here it goes.
Oh, I love my job.
Oh, wow.
That doesn't get you going, I don't know what will.
Absolutely. Guys, thank you so much for that walk around on the 2009 Shelby GT 500 Mustang. Chattanooga, Tennessee, Mtn View Ford.
www.mvford.com. Come see us.
That's www.mvford.com. M as in mountain, V as in view. Come see us.
All right, guys. Thank you a lot.
Thanks so much.